Amazing to have your company for day one of the event window here at the Western Australia Margaret River Pro Heat 3.
Beautiful canvases today, Ron.
Yeah, we do. And we do have a couple of waves to get caught up on here. This is Edgard chasing a huge result in his first big heat win of the year. Sitting way down the back end of the ratings, and he can really throw everything. Kanoa Igarashi up against A.Cleland Jr. of Mexico, who's up at the moment. And the Brazilian, Edgard Groggia. A.Cleland, love this guy surfing. You know, considering where he is on the
yes,
on the rankings at the moment, this is what you want to see. Someone fighting hard for their position. Huge result also out there. Ronnie Blakey sitting alongside Vaughan, and we have Kanoa Igarashi up, who's just been in just peak performance mode through the last few events, smashing his way into the final 5 picture.
Saw Kanoa as well get his ride, and beautiful surfing here. He hasn't got a great record here at Margaret, so I believe he surfed 8 events and never made the quarters, so he's going to be looking to improve on that. High-end, I don't know, just creative sort of approach to World Tour heats, and Al just hasn't really changed his act at all. If anything, he's turned the dial. Kanoa
Igarashi has looked unbelievable through the last 3 events. Meticulous in his approach, but really starting to tap into a bit of competitive fire. He'd had a gutful of putting together good performances and not finding himself in the finals, and that's changed. 2 events, a runner-up finish at Bells Beach, a 3rd place finish at Snapper.
He's got the perfect weapon in his back corner, Snake, giving him the inside word on this joint. Even though he knows it well, he's got to try and figure out what's going wrong in his previous campaigns and put that to bed, because, you know, this is the heat where he can really find some rhythm out here.
It's a world title year. He's set himself up so beautifully. We're at that point in the season where you can really create some separation between yourself and the others knocking on the door of that final 5 picture. As we see another replay here of Kanoa. Just diced his first wave to pieces, 7.43. This one's looking pretty good too.
Yep, he's just taken off exactly where he left off in Burleigh. I think one of the great things about Kanoa's year is you can really isolate some memorable performances. It's not just that he's getting the results, it's that he's putting some of his best surfing, you know, like that heat up the coast where he did the big straight air.
Basically since the first event of the year. A.Cleland too, he's lost some heats with some big numbers, and he opened up this heat with a 7.5, looking to back it up now. The first Mexican to make the grade as a full-time campaigner on the championship tour, also getting that big win, which boosted him onto the championship tour over at the US Open last year.
He said, I just couldn't believe it. It was like a dream come true.
Take us through this one, Vaughan.
Yeah, well, big slice to get going. Love the acceleration through the turn. He'll throw the fins every chance he gets. It wasn't as clean or as spectacular as some of his others, but it was still, the intent was there, and he'll get a nice clean finish. But there's the rail work. Beautiful, you know, right out of the top of the lip. Not a lot of the surfers will go that high in stiff offshore on a wave this size. You see some surfers sort of really tack just under the lip line, but Al, he always loves to push that feeling, you know, where he's right on the knife edge of losing it. That's his happy space.
Yeah, 6.67. That's really turned the heat up already on Edgard, who hasn't got a big number himself just yet, but there is a late hit and does well to keep his board under his feet and right out of that one.
Yeah, so for Al and Edgard, that point in their careers where they're at the very, very top, and you know, they've got to get moving in this one. They know that. I saw Edgard this morning though, Ron. He was coming in from a surf and he was just so frothing. He's so stoked. I mean, he really is loving every minute. A big under the lip snap. Critical move. Wow, he did well to hold on to that.
Yeah. Amazing.
Tentative about it. I want to just get out there and give it everything I got and not feel the stress. And we just heard Matty say pretty much the same thing.
Edgard in that same position, trying to push hard. He's got more work than anyone to do if he wants to stay on tour.
And Matty's put in wonderful performances here over the years too, so that'll be giving him a lift as he moves through this event.
Here we go. Igarashi, wave number 3, chasing a 6.75. Beautiful start. Setting the fins free as he often does, but that's all he's going to milk out of this one.
Just one turn.
The control above the lip is really solid always.
Elite. It's an odd one, but he's got it on lock. You get to see it here a little bit. It's just the snap. The fins come out over the back, and never for 1 second did he look like he was going to lose that turn. Far out. I love watching these guys come off the bottom at the moment. Like, the amount of speed, you can just see the board just getting the speed wobbles.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's so far off the coast that those big turns really do attract the big numbers. Igarashi up again, going after the lead here. This wave's not going to give him much. Just hunting on the inside while he doesn't have that priority. See the form in the opening round before locking your team in during the break. We had a set roll through. A.Cleland picked off wave number 3. Looking to extend his lead here. What a finish. Big hit.
This is unreal. He bashes his section and fully releases the fins into the confluence of power. He's going to learn a lot, as a lot of these rookies do. You know, if you go back onto the Challenger Series,
here he goes.
You're a different surfer.
Let's see if he's got what it takes. He's going to have to go big. He knew that. And just unleashes and disconnects from the wall of the wave.
It will be, especially considering Kanoa Igarashi's only got a 5.5 that he's trying to replace. He's going to pull the trigger here.
Driving up into this opening section. Clean carve, brings it right back into the trough and drives up under the pocket again. Mixing things up, looking for a little finish here. Won't quite find the...
And this is an important wave for Kanoa with a minute and a half left, and now Edgard will have priority out the back, you'd assume, but, you know, 2 major turns. The first carve was really...
It's possibly going to help him grow that requirement for Edgard as A.Cleland looks to better his situation again, just to attacks that final section.
Slams it.
We get to the rusty 2-minute warning here, and Al just making sure he finishes that one off.
And that second turn, butter as well. Cleland comes onto the inside, and up and over, and Hammertown.
Leadfoot really ripping into this final section again. Just the extension to reach it and just unload.
Yeah, you can see who's enjoying the power.
And Edgard up now. This is live. Just looking to finish this one off on the inside. Tricky section to read there. He's going to go down, so it feels like he might have to fight his way out of that elimination round. Just about everything competitive surfing, and he was spot on there. It was right there, 6.27 for A.Cleland that last ride. He needed a bit more to get himself the heat win. Igarashi takes the W. Cleland in second.